Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video in a long time because I've been growing this baby bump and I've just been tired and working a lot and haven't really had a whole lot of time to make a video or an update. So today I wanted to come to you guys with a video on all of the items that I have so far collected for our home birth. If you guys follow my story or our journey, I have mentioned in the past that we are having a home birth. We're having a water birth with a midwife. And I am 7 months pregnant now in my 3rd trimester, so we are almost there. So I've been starting to gather a bunch of this stuff, and I've also created the same cart for our bedside nursery items as well, but I'll make that in a separate video. So if you're having a home birth and you're wondering what you should have on hand, make sure to like and subscribe to this video if it's helpful for you, and we will just jump right into it. So I got this rolly cart. It's metal from Target. I think it was $35, I don't remember exactly, but it wasn't extremely expensive, and it's super nice. It's got 3 tiers, one at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. So I have collected a bunch of things that I need for the home birth. My midwife will also bring a lot of things with her as well for the home birth, but there are some things that she asked that I have on hand, and those are going to be these items that I'm about to go over, and then a few items that I've just wanted to get for myself as well. So I'll start at the top. Up here, sorry I'm out of breath, but this baby is just taking my wind away from me. So this is, my midwife wanted me to have a flashlight on hand, so this is just a flashlight that I got on Amazon. It comes with the batteries and it's waterproof. I guess the reason why they want this is if they need to see what's going on while I'm in the water, in active labor, then they can see what's going on. So a waterproof flashlight is good to have. I also got, so a lot of this is going to be TMI. If you're not pregnant or you're a woman and you don't want to know about this stuff, then I suggest clicking off of this video because I get pretty in depth with the information. So the next thing I'm going to go over with you guys is I bought these. So there's a website called inhishands.com, and they are not sponsoring me by any means, but they're a really, really awesome website to go to purchase things for home births. They have everything and anything you can think of. I found out about the website through my midwife because she has a kit on there that she wanted me to buy, but you can also buy other items as well from there. So this wasn't in her kit, but this was on their website. So these are called instant cold packs. So you put these in your pad after you give birth, and I guess I've never used them, but I guess you just crack it and it instantly gets cold. So you put it down there for like swelling and stuff like that you're going to have after you give birth. Especially if you're having a vaginal delivery, it's going to be a lot of swelling and pain down there. So I got 3 of those. I also got some antibacterial hand soap, which is Dial. Just, I think my midwife wanted me to have this on hand so that if they need to wash their hands, or if anybody else needs to wash their hands before touching the baby or touching me anywhere, this is good to wash your hands with prior to, or I'm not really sure, but it's good to have on hand. Then, let's see, I'm going to go over some more of these items before I get into what was in her kit. I got these bendy straws. This wasn't on her list to have, but I think I got these from Walmart or Family Dollar, I'm not sure. But they're really good to have when you're in labor and, you know, you're at a weird angle and can't necessarily drink directly from the cup. Bendy straws are good to have, so get you some of those. Got some hand sanitizer here as well. I think I got this from Walmart. Just basic hand sanitizer. It's really good to have during and after. You always want everybody to be extremely sanitary with touching the baby because they're prone to all kinds of nasty stuff. So definitely want to keep them safe for as long as you can. I also got some chapstick. And this one is Rosy Lips. It's got a nice tint to it, I guess. But when you're in labor, sometimes your lips will get really chapped. So I just had this on my list of things that I wanted to buy just to help with that. So that'll be nice to have. I also have these baby hats. So these are just basic little baby newborn hats to keep them warm whenever you give birth. When you first have them in the water, they're really cold, and a lot of the things that you're going to put on them are going to get ruined from the water, so you'll have to switch it. So I got 3 of these in case one gets wet. The midwife can take it off and put on another one just to keep her warm until we put her in her first outfit, which will probably be in my next video. So that's little hats. I also got this little throw up. I don't know what they call this, but just a throw up bin, I guess. A lot of pregnant women tend to get nauseous, especially in the transition stage of labor. I probably will. Who knows? I just wanted to have it just in case, so I bought one of these. And this was also on that website in his hands. We also got a hand mirror. This was on the list of things that my midwife wanted me to buy. I'm assuming this is for if I wanted to see the baby's head while I was in the water, then I could do that with this, or maybe the midwife could see what was going on down there as well. So that's what this is for. And then let's see what else I got. I've got this Perry bottle. If you're a first-time mom and you've never given birth, and you're having a home birth, this is literally heaven sent. You have to have one of these. I mean, hands down, buy one of these on that website or wherever you can get your hands on one of these, because it's the best thing on this planet. I have 4 kids now. This is my 5th. So after you give birth, you're in a significant amount of pain and soreness down there. And when you go to the restroom to pee, I guess the acidity of the urine will make you feel like someone lit you on fire down there. So the best thing to do is put some warm water in this before you use the bathroom, peeing of course, and spray it down there while you're peeing. It'll save your life. It's the best thing on this planet, period. Definitely want to have one of these. I've got these. I bought these in his hands as well. They are just adult diapers, basically. And you just, I guess it's just an easier way of, instead of using a pad, you use one of these because you're bleeding pretty heavily. I like them, especially with my last births. It's been a while, but I tend to like these more than
pads with the mesh underwear because you always end up bleeding through it, and it's not fun. It's just a mess. So I got I think two of these from, or maybe there's 3 in here. 2 of these from the website inhishands.com. I'm not really sure if that's the correct website, but I'll link it down below in the description for you. But I got these, and I also bought a box of adult diapers, the really cute ones, as a backup. So that's what these are for. There are tons of, now we're going to get into what was on her list, I guess. So some of the stuff that was on her list were these puppy pad looking things. They're the blue things that they lay down on the bed at the hospital when you're there. So just in case you give birth on the bed instead of in the water, obviously, because you never know how you're actually going to feel until you're actually in labor, then this kind of protects the sheets from getting damaged or wet from your water breaking or whatever. So I got 2 packs of these because this is what was on her list, on her kit. So there's those. And then she also had on her list or kit the umbilical cord. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but this basically clamps off the umbilical cord. Also has the measuring tape, I guess, to measure the baby's head. I'm not sure what else they measure the baby with that thing. There's also lube on the back. I don't know what that's for. I'm assuming maybe that's for cervical checks, to check to see how much you are dilated. I don't know, but that's in there. There are a lot of these gauze sponges. So there's 3 of those woven gauze sponges. And everything comes sterile, so I haven't opened any of this. I don't intend to. I'm going to let my midwife do all of that. I've left everything in what it came in, basically. This came in the Ziploc bag, so I haven't taken it out of that. This also is gloves. There's 4 packs of these, but I guess there's 2 in each pack. It's 1 for each hand. These are also sterile. They're just gloves for the midwife. So these are that. There's the bulb syringe, which is a must-have. For when the baby's born, they can suck all that yucky stuff out of her nose or mouth. There is this BD Easy Scrub Surgical Scrub Brush Sponge. So I'm guessing this is like that orange looking stuff that they scrub their body with before they go into like a surgical or sterile site. I'm assuming they're going to clean themselves with this before they get involved with touching me while I'm giving birth. So that's what this is. This was also in her kit. So you don't even have to think about this stuff. If you have a midwife, most of them should have this stuff on that website, or some kind of website, I assume. So that's everything that was in the kit. Kind of got a mess going on over here, so try to sort some of this out, but I'll talk to you guys in the meantime. So I go for my gestational diabetes test in about a week. So I've been kind of nervous about that. Obviously, if you have GD or gestational diabetes, you cannot have a home birth, from what I've heard. So we're really hoping that that is not the case, and that I passed that test with flying colors, because that would be really devastating for me at this point, because obviously I've planned and bought all this stuff, and you know, in my mind and in my heart, I want to have the baby here. I don't want to have the baby at a hospital, but that is total, you know, personal choice. If you're having a baby at a hospital, that's totally normal and fine too. So going to the next tier, I also got this stuff called Herbal after birth bath. And on here, it actually says their website. So it is inhishands.com. And this stuff, it says place 1 cup of herbs in 2 quarts of boiling water and remove from heat. Let herbs steep for 15 to 20 minutes. Strain and add to additional bath water in the tub, being careful not to over dilute. Baby and mom should soak for at least 20 minutes to allow healing to cord and perineum. So I guess this helps with swelling. It helps with the baby's cord. It just smells like, I don't know. It's not the greatest smell, but it's supposed to be really good for you down there. It helps with healing, and you can do this several times. I've also seen a few videos of people that have made some of this water and saved it for their peri bottle. So instead of just using warm water, they use this with the warm water while they're peeing, so that it helps. But if you want to look it up, it's supposed to be really great. It's just called Herbal After Birth Bath. And on there at the bottom, you should see their website. So this was just something that I wanted to buy personally. And I also got these really fun, they're like little, what do you call these things? Oh gosh, I can't think of the name right now, but pregnancy brain, right? Anyway, they're these really cute floating flowers that go in the water. I'm going to have a photographer here for the birth. So these guys, they light up, and you just put them in the water while you're giving birth, and it just gives a really nice ambiance while you're giving birth in the water, and it just makes it kind of pretty for pictures and video. So I got a pack of these on Amazon, and there was a bunch in the box, but I only wanted a few of them. So these are the ones that I chose, just 3, 2 big ones and 1 small one. So that's that. Actually, there's 4, sorry. There's another one hidden in there that's a yellow one. So back to the yucky stuff. When you are giving birth to a baby in water, there are some things that happen. I'm not going to go too much in detail, but I'll let you use your imagination. But there are things that happen while you're giving birth that aren't so fun. And that's obviously from pushing. You can't really control what comes out. You might think that you can, but when you're pushing out a baby, other things will come out with it as well. So there's a little fishnet guy catcher that you can buy on that website, inhishands.com. Super cheap, by the way. And you know, it's small and just great for the midwife or whoever's cleaning up that mess. So you want to have one of those on hand if you're having a water birth. Then we've got a bunch of plastic drop cloth. So this stuff will go underneath the bathtub, the inflatable bathtub. Your midwife, if you're having a water birth, your midwife should supply you with that. Mine is, she's going to give us the inflatable bathtub that we inflate, I guess, maybe a few days before. And this goes down first before you put the tub on top of it, just in case any water goes anywhere. You're not going to ruin anything. It's not going to ruin anything for me anyway, because I'm having it in my bathroom and it's all tile. But if you don't have that option and you need to do it in your room on your carpet, then it protects the carpet from any accidents or anything like that. So that's that stuff. And over here, I've got rubber bands for my hair in case I need them. I just bought these from Target or Walmart. You know, when you're in labor, you want to be cute and you want to have makeup on, and you have all these ideas of how you're going to look, and then you end up not looking at all like what you thought you were going to. So rubber bands are good to have just to throw your hair up when you're sick of it, and I'm probably going to get sick of it. And then this is your handy dandy net underwear. I don't even know what they call this, but this is what they give you in a hospital when you give birth. It basically is just a giant diaper that you put the giant pad inside of, because it doesn't the pads that you use when you give birth don't fit in normal underwear. At least my underwear. And you don't want to get those messed up anyway, so this is great to have for the big pads on top of the diapers and everything else and stuff like that. So I have a bunch of stuff on hand. And then over here I've got a rubber ducky, and this guy is actually a water thermometer. So it checks the temperature of the water. I'm not sure, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure what the water temperature is supposed to be, but this was on my midwife's list of things that I needed to have, so I got it for that reason. But it just floats in the water, and it just makes sure that the temperature of the water is staying where it should be for the baby, because you don't want it to get too cold and you don't want it to get too hot. So definitely want to have one of these. And I think I got this one at Bye Bye Baby because I couldn't find it on Amazon for some reason. I don't know. So that's where I got that. I also got some Tux pads. I've personally never used these for my previous births, but from what I've read, they're heaven sent. A lot of people swear by them. They're the medicated cooling pads. So they say if you basically layer your pad with a bunch of these, it makes everything down there feel really good. So I'm going to try that this time because that sounds pretty awesome. So we are definitely going to do that. And then we've also got, let's see, I'm making a mess. My midwife wanted me to have olive oil on hand. I have no idea what this is for. I think it's for when the baby first poops, I think. I don't know. To be honest with you, I have no idea. But it's just olive oil or some kind of oil that your midwife will want you to have on hand. Again, I have no idea what it's for. Then the next thing that I have is I went to Earth Mama, their website, because I've heard women rave about this stuff. It's an herbal perineal spray, and it basically is supposed to help with the healing process down there after you give birth. And you can spray this upside down. So you can hold this bottle upside down and spray it, and it still sprays, which is pretty awesome. So, but women swear by this stuff. So if they're swearing by it, I'm going to buy it. So just to have it on hand. So anyway, it's supposed to help you go numb down there. I'm not sure, but obviously after you have the baby, but this is what it looks like. So I got that on Earth Mama's website. And then over here, I've got, I'm going to turn this around because bending forward is not fun. Okay, over here, I've got a bunch of little samples that I received. I've got organic raspberry leaf tea. I've got organic mother's milk tea. Because I had a breast reduction, I don't know that I'm going to be able to breastfeed. It's kind of making me sad because I'm not even lactating, and I've heard that some people lactate at this stage. So I'm really hoping that I can breastfeed because it's really a bonding experience. And we weren't expecting to get pregnant after I had my breast reduction. It just happened. So we're really hoping that I can breastfeed. So then there is this nipple cream. It's all a little sample. I think they sell this stuff at Walmart or Target. I also got this pregnant belly salve. All of this is just samples, so just have it on here. Another nipple cream. So that's that. And then I also have heard a lot of women talk about these specific pads. They're organic cotton covered pads, and they are the overnight. There's 10 in each box. I got 2 of these boxes, but I also have some more pads in my closet and adult diapers, like I said earlier. But these are just some regular period pads. So I have these in here as well whenever I give birth. And then at the very bottom of this cart, I'm not going to show you guys because it's just towels, kind of boring, but it's just regular, I guess I'll pull one out. I just went to, I think Target, and I bought like 8 of these. I don't really have old towels. I don't really keep anything like that very long. I'm a big person that just throws stuff away if I don't need it. So I didn't have old towels, and they say to have, I think it's 7 or 8 towels on hand when you're having a water birth, because when the baby's born, they wrap the baby in the towel while the baby's in the water. So you want to have a bunch of towels. So I just bought a bunch of white ones, and these are pretty cheap. I think these are like $3, $3.50, something like that. And I wanted to buy them in white just in case they do get dirty. I don't have to throw them away. I can just throw them in the washer and bleach them, and they'll be fine. So I just got a bunch of these. So I think I have 7 of these at the bottom. So those will be nice to use after the baby's born, if I can save them somehow with some bleach, because all of my other towels in my house are white anyway. I am a bleach freak. I like to bleach everything. I like the smell of it whenever I get out of the shower. So everything I buy, like showers and stuff like that, my bath mats are even white. So hopefully I'll be able to save those. And then the next thing that I have is a curtain liner, shower curtain liner. So this is for when, I guess when you wake up and you realize, oh gosh, I'm in labor, I'm definitely having this baby today. You basically strip your bed. down to the mattress. You put a clean sheets down. And then on top of your clean sheets, you put this on top of your clean sheets. So you open this up and you put it on top of the clean sheets. And then over top of this, you put sheets that you don't care about. They can be old sheets, white sheets, maybe that you can bleach, or maybe use some OxyClean to get some stuff out. So basically the idea is you use the sheets that you care about at the very bottom, and then on top you do the shower curtain, and then on top of that you do the sheets that you don't care about. And the purpose of this is while you're in labor, your water's breaking, there's blood everywhere. Let's say you give birth on your bed instead of in the water, you're dirtying the sheets that you don't care about. And when the baby comes out and everything's all done and they're cleaned up, you strip the bed, you take off the sheets that you don't care about, or the old sheets, and you remove this, and you have a whole bed already made up with the sheets that are clean already, that you do care about, that you can actually lay down and relax and go to sleep on. Might be a good idea to still put one of these blue suckers down under your butt, just in case, you know, overnight while you're sleeping. It's not going to be very long with a newborn, but you can put one of these down, and in case you have a leak or an accident or something through your pad, then you're still good and you're not ruining the sheets. So that's that. Good to know. It's nicer than going through all the hassle of trying to go get another set of sheets and putting it on the bed, and it's already done. You just tear off the sheets you don't care about and the shower curtain, and there you have a new bed sheet set up. So it's really nice. And then I've got this awesome nightgown that I bought from a local, excuse me, so the baby is like killing me, guys. You're so gassy at this point, like you're belching, and it's just not fun. So I also bought this nightgown, and this nightgown is really awesome. I mean, it's really awesome. It's got these snaps that snap down on the front. So here it snaps down for you to breastfeed, and it also has snaps in the back that go all the way down. And so it's basically like a hospital gown, but stylish. So I bought this for, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I bought it for when I'm actually in labor, because it's a soft material. It's just, it's nice for like my husband if he's like rubbing down up and down my body. It's not like my sweaty, sticky skin, and you know, it'll just be nice for him to like rub me with this soft material versus me being naked. And I don't really want to be naked at first, because I mean, I might end up naked, but I don't want to start that way, especially with my photographer being here. So I bought this for that, and then hopefully I can save it. It's got these like red dots on it, so I'm thinking maybe I can, even if it gets blood on it. But hopefully I can save it, because I could use it as a nightgown at night. And I also have this placard that, because I'm having a home birth, I wanted to have something that I could write the date that she was born, the time that she was born, the weight, and her length, so that my photographer could put it next to her, maybe in her bassinet, and take some nice pictures. So I got this on Etsy, and I'm an Etsy freak. I love Etsy. They have everything customizable. It's just really nice. So that's where I got this from, but it's freaking adorable. Everything in her room is rose themed, because her middle name is Rose. But this has got her name on it. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Eslyn Rose. It's got the pretty roses at the top, and it's wood. It's really nice. I really like it. So my photographer could prop that up in her bassinet and take a picture of her with all her stuff written on it. And then again, in the hospital, they do normally they do the handprint and the footprint. I don't know if my midwife is going to do that. I can't remember if she did that for my son Lucian, but that was 17 years ago, so I can't remember. But for our baby shower, we got this really cute keepsake for baby. And it just does their handprint and their footprint. So I figured someone could do that after she's born. So I have that as well. And then last but not least, for the birth stuff, I have these cards that I bought on Etsy again. And these cards, I'm going to basically decorate the bathroom. I want to buy twinkle lights to hang maybe on the window. If I give birth at night, then it'll just be a really dim lighting, nothing bright. And I wanted to possibly hang up these somehow on maybe a string with little clothespins, the little tiny clothespins. But they're basically inspirational cards, and they're really pretty. I think I want to say they were only 20 bucks or something like that on Etsy. But we are doing something that's called hypnobirthing. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's supposed to just help your mind change from thinking that it's going to be this painful, horrible experience to just a calm, quiet waves of contraction feeling. So you basically don't use the word pain at all during the process of your pregnancy. So you don't want to put that in your head, and you don't use it during labor. Look it up. It's really awesome. There's a lot of really beneficial things for it. But these are inspirational cards. And this first one says, "My body is strong and capable of growing and nourishing my baby." The next one, which would be relative to giving birth, says, "I breathe through each contraction. I can do this." So they're just encouraging cards that help you focus when you're starting to feel like you're losing focus. It's got just a bunch of really good stuff in here. "My courage and strength are stronger than my fear." It's just really pretty, and each card has different designs on it. So it's good to have these, because even though you might not be able to read them, someone else can read them for you and remind you that they're there, like your husband or maybe a family member or someone that's close to you, your doula, maybe your midwife, and just remind you that you are capable of giving birth to this baby, and you are capable of doing it without pain medication, especially if you're having a home birth, because there's no such thing as pain medication for home births. I'm not downing the women that use pain medication at hospitals. I've done that with one of my children. I personally did not like it, because I had 3 natural births and I had 1 with epidural. And the one that I had with the epidural, I did not like it. I didn't like the after effects of it. I didn't like any of it. So didn't want to do that again with this one. So I'm doing everything that I can to mentally put myself in a good space to make sure that I stay calm and have the baby in a very calm environment that works well for me and the baby. So basically that's everything in my home birth cart, or kit, would rather. If you guys have any questions or you're wondering where I got this from, I will try to find you the link and maybe send it to you or comment below with it. And I believe that's it. If you guys found this video helpful, please like and subscribe the video. It helps a lot. And I hope to see you guys in my next video, which will probably be my bedside nursery items, which is also in a cart. But we'll go over that in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.